My name is Chris Conley, and I want to talk to you today about dealing with stress. Stress refers to the physiological response that occurs when an organism fails to respond appropriately to the emotional or physical threat. Extreme negative events such as being a victim of a terrorist attack, a natural disaster, or a violent crime may produce an extreme form of stress known as post-traumatic stress disorder, a medical syndrome that includes symptoms of anxiety, sleeplessness, nightmares, and social withdrawal. Survivors of Hurricane Katrina had 3 times the rate of heart attacks than the national average in the years following the disaster. The experience of stress creates both an increase in general arousal in the sympathetic division of the autonomic nervous system, as well as another even more complex system of physiological changes through the HPA axis. HPA axis is a physiological response to stress involving interaction among the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands. The HPA response begins when the hypothalamus releases hormones that direct the pituitary gland to release the hormone ACTH. The power of positive thinking comes in different forms, but they are all helpful. Some researchers have focused on optimism, a general tendency to expect positive outcomes, finding that optimists are happier and have less stress. I'm going to give you definitions here for optimism, self-efficacy, and hardness. So optimism means helpfulness, cheerfulness, confidence, a general tendency to expect positive outcomes, finding that optimists are happier and have less stress. Self-efficacy, effectiveness, youthfulness, value, the belief in our ability to carry out actions that produce desired outcomes. People with high efficiency, high efficacy respond to environmental and other threats in an active, constructive way by getting information, talking to friends, and attempting to face and reduce the difficulties they are experiencing. Hardness training means self-assurance, toughness, resilience. Programs that included focusing on ways to effectively cope with stress have effective in increasing satisfaction and decreased self-reported stress. You really need to manage stress, for here are 3 stages you need to look for. Stage 1, the body releases stress hormones, including cortisol. I'm sure you've seen the commercial for cortisol. It's a pill, they say, that you could take that reduces belly fat, and it also reduces cortisol, which causes stress. So that's a little insight there. The body adapts to the period of chronic stress and tries to return to their normal functions. Glucose levels increase to sustain energy. Blood pressure arises. That's the 2nd stage. The 3rd stage. This stage, the body has run out of reserve energy and immunity. Blood levels decline, leading to decreased stress tolerance, progressive mental and physical exhaustion, illness, and collapse. The body organs begin to fail, and eventually illness or death. Here are some situations that can cause stress in my line of work. I work for Kaiser Permanente. I'm an IT manager. When we have an outage, or for some whatever the reason, I'm the person that leads multiple groups to get the issue fixed. Sometimes I'm on a bridge or WebEx with these other groups trying to figure out the issue. I sometimes have to calm others down and keep them moving in the right direction. This type of stress is common with individuals who support IT applications. The type of stress I'm talking about is adaptive because it helps us respond to potentially dangerous events by activating the sympathetic division of the autonomic nervous system. Stress in the healthcare industry is common. Having people's lives in your hands can lead to stress if not handled when the issues arise. I'm not a doctor, but I work in IT in the healthcare industry, and it has its stress points. I work for the benefit application here at Kaiser. If our members cannot get checked in, that can lead to the customer not getting the medical attention he or she requires. The customer service rep will get stressed out by not being able to get the member checked in, which in turn has the member stressed. Keeping positive can help you handle these types of situations. Optimism, self-efficacy, and hardness all relate to positive health outcomes. Positive emotions are positive emotions and being an optimist person helps me with coping with stress on my job. I project a very positive attitude at work and I feel the others feed off it. When emotions are running high on a bridge, I sometimes say something funny to lighten the atmosphere. I have a team that feeds off each other. They support each other and will step in when someone is overloaded with work. These are the direct effects of social support. We will get together to celebrate a successful release we might have completed that month. This type of activity will build the team and make them feel part of a family, even though many come from different backgrounds. Thank you.